Hey everybody, Jake here from Bearded Gear, and it is not that late. It's like 9 o'clock, but it has been a doozy of a long day. Just one of those Saturdays where there's a million things that need to get done. It's my sister-in-law's birthday this weekend, so whole bunch of things. Anyway, I just got home to this in my mailbox. This is a Brian Brown Knives Raptor, and I would really like to be in the shower right now so that I could get to bed. But I know that I want to carry this knife tomorrow, and I'm not going to have time to record this unboxing before church. And then from church, we're going straight to birthday stuff, and it's going to be a whole day. And I want this knife in my pocket tomorrow because I've been waiting for this pre-order for, 6 months or however long ago I ordered it. And I'm excited for it. So I'm going to go ahead and get this done and try to do it justice because I've been really excited for this knife for a long time. The Brian Brown Knives Jaeger M, the production version of the Jaeger, has been one of my favorite knives in my collection for ever since I got it. Probably at least 6 months as well. I don't know. I've had that knife for quite a while now, and I adore my Jaeger. So I have high hopes for the Raptor being the second Brian Brown Knives knife that I will have. I'm going to go ahead and unbox it with this new Ware Lucas P that I just opened up yesterday as of when I'm filming this. Carried this knife today for the first time. Alright, so let's get into here. It's probably going to be a fairly quick one because, like I said, I want to go to bed. But we shall see what we see. So in here, we've got this cool kind of like holographic-y bag. And in it, there are some stickers and a card. Let's check this out. Here we go. So here we have a sticker of the knife, and this should be the same as the configuration that I ordered, if memory serves. So that's cool. A preview of what's to come. Got a Brian Brown sticker, just his logo there. We've got these cards in here. Let's see, so one of them is just his new card with his new logo, which is really, really cool. I like that. And then on the back here, it's just kind of contact info for him. Cool stuff. And then we have the Raptor card. So on this side, it is a picture of it, again, in my configuration. That's a cool touch. Certificate of Authenticity, Raptor V1, blade DLC M390, frames, tumbled titanium with holes, accents, bronze ano, and then a little thank you and his signature, so that's cool. I'm confused. I thought these were going to be PVD. It says DLC on there, on that ownership card. Black DLC blade, it says on here again on the invoice, so maybe it is DLC. I don't know. I feel like Riat does more PVD than they do DLC, but that's... It's not like I have this massive preference between the two. If it's DLC, that's fine. But anyway, got a simple white box, very typical of Riat. The Ware Lucas P that I unboxed yesterday was literally in like identical packaging to this box, and then one of these inside. Although this pouch is a little different. This one's like a leather finish. There's the Ware one was like a nylon. So yeah, this has what I imagine is not real leather, but kind of a faux leather feel. Really cool Brian Brown logo there in white. Sticks out, looks great. Feels nice, pretty well padded. It's a good pouch. And then in here we have, on one side, a little silica gel pack. And on the other side, we have the knife. If that'll focus. So, just tucked into here. This is lined with some like, I don't know, really soft fabric in here that's kind of cushy. Pretty nice. And here is the knife. So, as you can see, I got the one with speed holes. That's definitely the most distinguishable trait on this knife, I think, in this variant. The other ones are just solid tie. And it's kind of like a dark bronze for the ano. That's also kind of stone washed. And then some pivot collars in bronze. Thumb studs are bronzed out. Pocket clip matches the frames. Really an attractive finish. Centering looks perfect to me. It's pretty freaking money. Let's go ahead and see how it deploys. Ayo, okay. Ooh. Yeah, okay. So, looking at the profile of this knife, I assumed it was probably going to be comfortable in hand. But wow, That feels like a really good handle profile. I do have a little room up here to choke up too, and kind of a spot to put your thumb if you do, so that's nice. You can choke up. But wow, back here in a saber grip, this thing feels money. Got a nice hollow grind, nice and thin behind the edge. Thickens up toward the tip because it comes up so high toward the spine there. But yeah, this is a nice slicing profile, it feels like. There is a little bit of internal weight relief on the lock side. Actually, probably about as much as you can really get away with. There's not that much material to be removed in there. And then obviously, this counts as some weight relief with all these speed holes in here. I think those look great in hand. Certainly not bothersome. Yeah, those holes aren't bugging me at all in hand. I think it looks really good, especially when the blade is closed and you see the black through there. Plus, it's cool to kind of see as it closes. Come on. It like, I don't know, you can see the blade move through and then it fills in that void there. Backspacer looks really nice. That's all bronzed out as well. My camera struggles in this lighting for some reason when I sit here. But out of convenience, I've been sitting here the last couple times I filmed. So maybe I'll have to switch that and go back to over there or set up a different backdrop or something. But yeah, this is nice. I like it. Action, it's pretty drop shutty. Middle finger flicks real well. That's good. I would be bummed if it didn't middle finger flick. For a thumb stud knife, that's actually pretty money. Thumb studs feel pretty good to my thumbs and my fingers. I apologize if you can hear my wife and daughter bickering in there. They're getting ready for bed, and I am soon to follow. I like, too, that there's no real markings anywhere other than the Brian Brown logo, which is put here in kind of the lock bar cut. That's a nice, clean place to laser it. I like the way that looks on a frame lock. I feel like that's a nice way to use that space and keep it kind of out of the way of everything else. We do have a stainless steel insert. Lockup looks good. The amount of travel I'm happy with. I don't know, what would you call that? 30%, something like that. Looks good to me. Yeah, really interesting. One thing I will say, so I've had a couple of friends getting these in the mail today. Something that I will critique because I know that Brian is already aware of it, and it's something that I imagine he'll probably change if there's another run of these. But this pivot is not captive, and it's only tooled on one side. So if you're taking this knife apart, you gotta like try to press with your thumb or something on the side that doesn't have a tool slot, and it's not captive, so it's going to be free spinning. So that's really, I don't know, to be fair, kind of an inferior pivot design at the end of the day compared to just having it be captive, or at least have a tool spot on each side so you can, I don't know. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but I doubt I'm going to be taking this knife apart anyways at the end of the day. I'm trying to think of when the last time I had to take a Riat built knife apart was, where I like had to. I've taken a few apart because maybe I'm like trying a bearing swap or something. On the Avant prototypes, obviously I've had them apart a few times. But yeah, like most of the Riat built knives that I've had, probably all, to be even more fair, I've never had to take one apart because I've like had an issue or something. So I doubt that I'll even be taking this apart because the action feels great. It's perfectly centered. So right out of the box, it's dialed in. It's not like I'm going to, yeah. Hopefully I won't need to cross that bridge. But if I did, I will say, small critique, it would be better if it was a captive pivot. But yeah, this thing looks good. I love the way these turned out. It looks just like the prototype, honestly, which is nice that, I don't know, like sometimes little tweaks have to be made from the prototype, and I get that. There's going to be a couple little tweaks on the Avant. But when it's like really different from the prototype, it's kind of a bummer because you're kind of buying based off of the prototype when you pre-order. So the fact that this looks like exactly like what I thought I was getting is really, really nice. I'm super glad that I picked this finish too. This thing looks money. The thumb studs being bronze on this DLC blade look great. The finishing on the handles looks awesome. The speed holes I'm really glad I went with. And yeah, it's just a really, really cool knife. So this is going to be in pocket tomorrow and probably quite a bit for a little while. I've been really excited for this, and in hand it feels great already. I can tell this blade is going to be fun to use. Yeah, this is a cool knife. So anyway, it's here. I'm glad I got one, and I imagine there will probably be some dealers that'll have these soon. I don't know when this video will go live. It may be too late by the time that happens or whatever, but keep an eye on Brian Brown's Instagram and all that, so you can see when and where these are dropping, what dealers are getting them, that kind of stuff, because I believe there are some extra beyond the pre-order knives. So anyway, pretty cool stuff. It's out of the box, and we'll see you guys on the next one.